Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
We're still in the desert.
I fucking hate the desert.
Look at that Shinra truck. How'd that get down here?
It's all gross.
We gotta go and pay our respects to Mr. Coates. He seems fancy. So we need the boss's permission to get out of here.
What a piece of shit.
We have to win a chocobo race. But first we need the boss's permission. So here's these things. Fuck these things.
They're fucking crazy demon heads.
That kills them pretty good. So, yeah, Aqualung works pretty good on him. I mean, it's a big waste of mana, but...
I bet this is Barrett's house.
Oh, snap.
Fuck you, Aerith.
Where'd they come from? Why'd why are they here? Words. There's another man that has a gun arm grafted onto his arm.
I bet he's left-handed gun.
That's a convenient lie. So if you recall from 2 episodes, this is Dine. He is Barrett's best friend, and he was the one that Barrett had to convince to build the Mako reactor, or to agree to build the Mako reactor. So this is the result of their agreement.
Oh my god, Barrett, stop vibrating. There you go.
Oh, that guy's dead. These guys are worse than stormtroopers. They're sitting still and they still can't hit them. So, that explains why Barrett has a gun on his arm. And apparently Dine had the same procedure done. By the way, Marlene, Barrett's daughter, is not Barrett's daughter. Marlene is Dine's daughter.
So, is he a robot, or he just has a fucking artificial arm?
He just has an artificial arm.
Okay.
So they got into that situation where Dine was falling off that cliff and Barrett was grabbing onto him, and the Shinra soldiers shot his arm and destroyed his hand, basically. Fucked it all up, shredded it, whatever you want to do. So he got, a prosthetic arm put on, and then he decided that instead of using a prosthetic, he was going to get a gun grafted onto his arm.
Because in some of the concept art, it looks like he has like no torso, like it's a piece of pipe that he got stuck in, and he never got out of it.
Well, concept art is weird.
I saw you trying to get rid of him.
So, we want our team to be Barrett, Yuffie, but we just kind of gotta quickly grab that manipulate materia off of Kate Sith, because it's really good. I mentioned it in the last episode, but the manipulate materia allows you to take control of an enemy on their turn.
Right on.
So, this is Final Fantasy VII Materia Manager, where I manage all this materia.
And hopefully not fuck up.
Yes. So, general stuff that I usually do. Give Yuffie all, like, the support materia and stuff, like healing and stuff. Just give a smattering of different materia to everyone. Throw some all materias in there. It's kind of a tough thing when you get to this point in the game where you've got all these different materia, because you want to level the materia up, but you only have so many materia slots to work with. So I gave Barrett back a machine gun, so now I have everybody in the back row. Yuffie's got a ranged weapon, Barrett's got a ranged weapon, and Cloud has the long-range materia. By the way, is this the concept art you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's more like his idea of makeshift body armor than, like, getting stuck in a barrel.
God, he looks like a fucking frog. And by that I mean he has, like, really fucking long legs and a short torso.
Yeah. They kind of fixed his proportions in, like, the movie and stuff.
Oh my god. I recently looked that up, and Barrett... Oh my god.
Look, man. They wanted to make Barrett like Mr. T, and they did.
Mr. T does not wear fishnets, okay?
Well, someone's gotta wear the fishnet.
Should have been... I don't know, I guess fucking Yuffie, who knows?
Well, see, that would make sense.
Make too much sense.
She's too young for fishnet, though. By the way, those stupid two-faced enemies are called two-faced.
Of course.
The reason that this section is sped up is because I got lost. I forgot where to go. You have to go up. Right, so you can come across all sorts of fun enemies on these screens. Such as this giant worm. I bet you can't guess what this worm is called.
Wormy McWormface?
Nope. It's called Landworm. They've been in a lot of different Final Fantasy games. And that's the end of the Landworm. Yeah, there's not really much to them. You'd think you'd get like an enemy skill or something out of them, but best thing you can get is you could steal a turbo ether from them, I guess, if you're into that.
Oh, I thought it was the compression of the video. That seemed like a nice car there, like a Lamborghini
Sure.
or something.
Yeah, so what we're doing here is we're actually running around on purpose to get a fight with an enemy here. Wrong enemy, but still good. Because now we have Master Magic on the second enemy skill materia. So these are bull motors. We encountered them like at the very, very beginning of our adventures in the overworld. They give the Master Magic materia if you happen to have the enemy skill materia on you, and Master Magic is really good. So this is Clear Tranquil, Yuffie's second level 2 limit break. It's really good. It's a heal.
Nice.
So we're basically just having a Master Magic fight right now. So it was fortuitous that we actually got that that encounter with the bull motors so we could get Master Magic on our other enemy skill materia, but it wasn't what we were actually looking for. What we were looking for are Death Claws. There's the Death Claws. And you get to see the Manipulate materia in action. Miss. Fuck. And you get to see the Manipulate materia in action.
Let me see.
Miss.
Miss. All right.
And you get to see the Manipulate materia in action.
Death Claw, a claw?
Yay! We did it! Alright, so now that we have control of the Death Claw, we can use its abilities. So what we want to do is we want to use Laser, which looks very similar to Master Magic without the rockets. So laser is a very, very good enemy skill. It basically... It's a gravity-based spell, and it basically works the same way that Demi 2 works, where all gravity spells that appear in Final Fantasy VII, I don't know about any of the other Final Fantasy games, most Final Fantasy games, I think, deal a percentage-based amount of damage based on a percentage of your current HP. So Demi 2 will reduce a target by half of its current HP.
Nope, he's limping.
Yeah. So the fun thing with with laser is that it does the same thing that Demi 2 does, but it only costs 16 MP instead of like the 30 something MP that Demi 2 costs.
It's way better.
It is way better. So we've found Dine. He has a gun on his arm. I don't know what that little hole in the ground is supposed to be.
Probably a well. Or a shitter.
It's a tiny well. So Dine, I guess, is living in this little hovel in the junkyard. He's created 2 grave markers for his wife and daughter. So that's a thing.
Such a weirdo. Damn, he's just shooting Barrett. He's just like, whatever.
He's just tanking those hits. And this is the part where Barrett tells Dine that Marlene is still alive. And since Marlene is still alive, we gotta fight.
The fuck?
Because Dine now wants to kill his daughter. So this is a one-on-one fight between Dine and Barrett. So we're gonna open with a limit break, as you do. And then we're gonna use Aqualung.
Yeah, shoot him, then drown him.
And we're just gonna keep on using Aqualung. You like that face?
He's got no face!
And that's the fight with Dine. Aqualung's a pretty good skill. And we get a silver armlet from Dine. So that's nice too. Silver armlets are the next big thing, man.
Hmm.
They're, they have, I think 4 materia slots, and one of those slots is linked, or 2 of those slots are linked together. So there's 1 set of linked slots and then 2 unlinked. And getting one free from Dyne is pretty nice, because they're usually like a little over 1,000 gil. You know, Dyne has a point. So yeah, Marlene was 4, and if you recall, this all happened 4 years ago, so Marlene was basically an infant when this happened. She doesn't know who her parents are.
Yeah.
So, also Dyne just killed himself? I really wish I had like a topographical map of this area, because I'm really confused about the geography. We're in the desert, but then there's these big cliffs, but we're at a junkyard. Whatever. Dyne's got his reasons, can't speak.
Hmm.
Okay, so the only way out of this place is to win a chocobo race. Only one racer is allowed to go up, and obviously it's going to be Cloud, because Cloud.
Reasons.
So it just so happens this creepy-looking lady was down here, and she's going to be our manager in the chocobo races.
Hmm. I don't think I like the sound of that. Alright, who let the bees in here?
So, here we're learning about how to chocobo.
Right.
And that's all you need to know about chocobo racing.
Oh, yeah.
So, there's just a little bit of free time that we have in here to, basically do nothing. The only thing we really need to do is make sure that we pick up this summon material over here, which is Ramu.
I'm not familiar with them.
He's like a lightning god. He's the one that looks like an old wizard in most renditions of him. Big, long, bushy beard.
I think I have him in Mobius as a summon card, but whatever.
Pretty sure you would have had to have fought him in Final Fantasy XIV to get where you are right now. Anyway, so this is Chocobo races. They're bad.
Oh no.
So, like, you're supposed to be able to, like, hit a button to get, like, a speed boost out of your Chocobo. But for whatever reason, the button wasn't working. So, like, I was fucking mashing on circle, and it wasn't doing anything. And then all of a sudden it started to work. So, I don't know. We still lose this race, which is fine. Basically what happens is, you know, I never looked at these jockeys before. They're kind of creepy looking. Anyway.
Are they supposed to be like mules or what the fuck?
I think they're just in like full jockey gear or something. Anyway. So, every time you lose the race, Esther just gives you a better Chocobo in the next race. So you can just keep doing this forever until you win. There's an old CRT monitor over there with a keyboard. So this time, once again, none of the buttons are working.
Yeah,
but
why would it?
This chocobo just seems to be way better in every respect. So, a lot of it seems to be like down to luck in some cases, where when you have it on automatic like this, where it just does its own pathing, sometimes it'll just put itself right in front of another chocobo and basically block it from doing anything, which basically blocks all the chocobos around it as well. So, by just pressing nothing, like just going full Luigi on this, I basically win by doing nothing. And like, I'm still mashing circle here, like trying to get the boost to work, because I'm pretty sure they said circle was the boost.
Or the equivalent of circle.
Yeah, well, it would be okay or whatever. So, I'm also mashing every other button too, except square. But yeah, I've got a commanding lead at this point. And then the acceleration finally decides to work at the end. And that's that. So, Dio apologizes to us through a letter instead of in person. But
Because that's just how do you do. Hello?
hi! So, Dio gave us a buggy.
Nice.
So, we got a buggy now.
Oh yeah.
The buggy allows you to travel through this desert, which otherwise you wouldn't be able to get out of. And it also allows us to cross rivers. So next time is going to be a lot of like optional stuff that you can do now that we have the buggy. So,
and also next time we gotta get gas. They didn't fill it up.
If you ever wanted to know how to compact 90 minutes of footage into 30 minutes, that's next time. So, good night.
Good night.